Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Twitch Weekly. I am Ben Fishsticks Goldhaber, and I'm joined, as always, by our awesome co-hosts. We've got Atrioc, we've got Soma, and John Carnage is joining us for the second time for the July 18th episode of Twitch Weekly. And I know what you're thinking. No Marcus this time. He's actually at a wedding this week, so we're gonna do it without him. We're all very nervous.
Partying right now.
It's crazy.
It's
no
out of
Marcus,
control.
but we're doing the show anyway. So happy to be here for another episode of Twitch Weekly. Again, tweet us your questions, hashtag Twitch Weekly, and you'll be eligible to win free Kappa codes or a free month of Turbo at our discretion, or yours as well. We'll be favoriting your tweets all show long, so send us your questions and we'll get to you at the end of the show. But we have a really stacked lineup today, and we say that pretty much every week.
Every week.
We actually say that every
They're
week.
always stacked,
But
okay?
this week it's like extra stacked because we have just a ton of esports, a ton of community stuff, and this is the show where we try to wrap it all together in a nice package, present it to you guys. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Guys, how you doing? What's going on
great.
this week?
Feeling good, man. Recovering
think,
from
yeah.
Vegas and Evo.
All
Yes.
three of us went
Quite
to
nicely.
Evo.
Yeah, we were all there. And it was awesome. It was my first fighting game tournament.
It's
So,
first Evo.
yeah, it was amazing for me just
Yeah.
because it was a first time. So, yeah.
That's all right.
How you
man.
doing, man?
I'm doing
How you
great.
doing, Carnage?
I'm feeling
pumped
great,
up,
You
man.
look
Excellent,
healthy. You look good.
I feel great.
always.
I'm feeling
Yeah.
a bit better. Yeah, I'm getting
Really
over
healthy.
it. Encephalitis. I'm suffering from a little bit of it. I'm happy to be here. How was the heat in Vegas, man? Was
Brutal.
It feeling it? It was
I mean,
brutal.
We didn't actually go outside.
Oh,
but
okay, good.
Yeah,
See
we're
that
gamers.
pale
The
skin?
official,
Doesn't do well.
skin tone of gamers.
Yeah. Nice and pale,
is
nice and
me.
pasty.
Casper. We call it Casper.
Who's more white? I think I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
still
you got
carry
that.
a
Yeah,
little
you
bit of
gotta
that
beat
Miami.
You
in
gotta
me.
beat.
We're
We're
close, dude.
equally pale. I can't take the Vegas heat. It's too hot. I stayed
Oh,
indoors.
Much too hot. Plus the heat of the competition. You know, that's
I could take the heat of the competition.
Okay.
It was pretty hype for sure.
That's
Yeah.
right. All right, guys. Well, this is the show where we talk to you about events, community, and content. And today we're going to kick it off with events. And we're actually starting with an event that's near and dear to my heart,
That's true.
an event called QuakeCon. This is it's taking place in Dallas, Texas. QuakeCon is actually one of the birthplaces of esports globally, especially for North America. Dallas, Texas used to be pretty much the epicenter for esports as it was the home of Quake and Counter-Strike and all this other stuff. But it's got a dear place in my heart because it was the first gaming event I ever attended. It's where I met DJ Wheat, among other people who got me into
How
the
many
industry.
moons ago was that?
That was 2009,
Long
not that
ago.
not that long ago.
Not
The
that
galaxy
old,
guys.
far, far away.
They're doing some awesome stuff with Elder Scrolls, and Soma, why don't you take us away there?
Okay, so some of you guys might know that I did an Elder Scrolls Online vodcast with a great caster named Deegan, and I was so hyped for that game. I'm a huge Tez nerd, like big time. That game did some things right and did some things wrong, but what it did do right was the PvP in Cyrodiil, which is the middle country rather, where the Imperials hang out and the Imperial city is at, and that is the basis of all the PvP in that game. So there's going to be a PvP tournament every day, actually, from noon to 1 p.m. There was one today. It's actually, I think it's already over. And there is going to be 2 more PvP tournaments tomorrow and the next day. There's also going to be a trials tournament, which is the end game rating in ESO. So basically, it's going to be big teams duking it out to try to take over the Imperial City, keeps, take the Elder Scrolls and whatnot. And it's really big battle PvP. There's going to be siege weaponry and huge groups of DPS and healers and
sick.
tanks. It's a lot of people. Yeah, I think you can have like 200 people on screen in a
Whoa.
battle. So
Sick.
that's a lot of people. I don't know if they're going to have like 100 versus 100 at QuakeCon. That seems like it'd be really ridiculous. But I'm assuming it's going to be smaller battle PvP. But if ESO did one thing really well, it was the PvP aspect of the game. So definitely check out the QuakeCon stream. It's going to be on the main stage, so check it out. If you're interested in the ESO trials, which, like I said before, is like the rating, the end game, definitely check that out. Teams are going to be going for the best time. It's time trials pretty much too. So yeah, if you're interested in ESO PvP, definitely check it out, and trials as well if you like the PvE.
Yeah, that's
aspect of
over
the
at
game.
twitch.tv/Bethesda. We've also got over on twitch.tv/QuakeCon is where the Quake tournament is happening. Quake has a
Okay.
dear place in a lot of our hearts here because it's old school esports at its finest. Raw skill versus raw skill in a first-person
Speed.
deathmatch setting. There's going to be a 1v1 duel tournament as well as a CTF tournament taking place this weekend. $20,000 on the line. Twitch.tv/QuakeCon. And the other thing to mention about QuakeCon is it's the largest LAN in North America. So you've got about 3,000 nerds cramming themselves into a convention hall. And it's the place to go if you want to LAN in North America. Yeah, QuakeCon, very long-standing event. Awesome to have it on Twitch. And
Excelente.
Excelente indeed. St. Jude's Play Live
Another
continues
It's
on.
still going.
It's still
Still
going.
going,
We're
still
going to talk
raising
about it
money.
every single week.
Yeah.
for 6 more weeks.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is week 6, guys. It's actually Dota 2 week. What do you know? There's a little Dota 2 tournament happening right now, right? I
Yeah.
heard about
It's
it.
too small.
It's a very small
Not
tournament.
mentioned it.
You know, there's a little bit of money on the line. But St. Jude's obviously is a little savvy with that kind of stuff, so they made the marathon weekend Dota 2 themed. So if this is actually the 6th weekend, and we're at the halfway point after this weekend, so there's still 6 more weeks of the St. Jude's Play Live stuff. If you would like to sign up and raise money for St. Jude's, you can do so at their website, which is stjudesplaylive.org, or is it stjudes.org? I'm pretty sure.
Google St. Jude's.
Google St. Jude Play Live.
Yes.
It's all over the place. But yeah, Dota 2 this weekend. You don't have to play Dota 2. You can play whatever you want, but it is the theme weekend, Dota 2.
Can we shout out Zeldathon last week?
Yeah.
Raising over $100,000.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
So amazing.
Awesome stuff.
And they played the Zelda CDI game.
Yeah.
They
That-
did
That's
it.
the harder
They did
part.
it.
Real
They
quick
did
to
it.
that.
They played them all. I was so
yeah.
happy.
I was watching some event and I was like, how do you get through that game?
That game doesn't make any sense. It's incredible. The
It's
art,
monstrous.
the animation in that game makes no sense either, which is like the best part about the whole thing. It's like as if Alexander Hodorowski, which you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
may or may not know,
I know that guy.
you know that guy,
You
Yeah.
know.
made that game. That game is crazy.
Well, excuse me, princess.
And just on the Zeldathon, guys, Fun for Freedom. They've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
They actually, I think they used to be called Zeldathon initially, or something like that. They've been doing Zelda marathons for a really, really long time, but this year their production value's up. They raise more money than ever. It's
Raising
just
the bar.
awesome
They
to
were
see.
They had the whole room
Dancing, I
decorated
saw
Hyrule
interpretive
style.
dance happening.
Yeah.
It looked like the place to be, man.
It
Yeah.
was playing
Oh.
ocarinas.
Yeah, they were just doing all sorts of
No, they
weird
had like
stuff.
Rocking
Hyrule
out
shields
to
on
a
the walls and
opponent's
stuff. It was really cool. It was really cool.
My favorite
They
thing
know
was
their
the
Zelda.
air-conditioned vent in the back that kept blowing the streamer. I was like, wow, I'm really fascinated. I don't know. That's what I kept watching. I don't know why.
Oh man,
I
that's
donated for that.
Hey, man, whatever.
You
Whatever goes to
donated for the
charity.
streamer getting blown by the vent. That's
That
awesome.
was cool.
That's
It was a
great.
really cool event. I'm glad they raised the money. They were really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like every single week we're talking about yet another charity raising tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's just awesome. Twitch community coming together for great causes all the time. Does anyone know where we're at for St. Jude's as a total? It must be.
I don't know the total.
It's got to be
actually.
way up
That'd be
there.
huge. I know.
It's.
League's
I know
super
the goal is $250,000. I feel like that's really doable. As I said, what,
It's-
like 4 weeks ago,
yeah.
5 weeks ago, I think that that could easily be doubled. I don't know the total right now. I could just be talking hot air right now, but I
You're
think
like
that
vent in the back.
I need that AC vent blowing on me. But I don't know the grand total right now, but I know that a crap load of money's been raised, and it's only halfway done. Not
Yeah.
even halfway done until this weekend's
We're
over.
gonna keep shouting them out.
We need to find out that total for sure, but
Maybe someone on the chat.
it's
will
getting
let
up
us know.
there. Yeah, let's check the chat. Talk to us, chat room.
Tweet us #Twitch Weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
let
much
us
has
know.
St. Jude's?
How much is
Raised.
the
Favorite
they
it, we'll
raised
give you
so
a prize
far?
anyway, even if it's not a question. Just tell us what's going on.
We'll
There you
fave
go.
it. We'll fave
There
it.
you go.
We'll fave it.
All right,
Okay.
moving on. Let's take a look at the site updates, Twitch updates for this week. We released another blog post announcing what the top games were on Twitch in the last month. I know a lot of people are always interested in checking that stuff out, so you can head on over to blog.twitch.tv to check out what were the most viewed games, and we do this by minutes watched, so it's very accurate.
Want me to go through it?
Very accurate. And yeah, why don't we just
Do you
let's
want
take a look.
Do you want to
Talk about it a
guess
little
what the top
Yeah,
game
guess
was?
what number one is. What a surprise.
Huh.
It doesn't start with
It rhymes
L.
with Fleeg.
Super Mario
of
64.
Legend.
No.
So close.
It's
League of
actually the
Legends.
Atari 2600 game E.T., which is
Made
the
a
best
comeback,
game of
made a
all
huge
time.
comeback.
That is amazing.
Of course
Yeah,
it was
Carnage
League of
was playing
Legends.
it, and then went straight to the top.
Yeah,
remember
it
that
was
game.
awesome.
200,000
Aliens
viewers.
versus Predator on Jaguar.
No, the top game was of course League of Legends.
Big
It's been
league.
there for a long time.
Can't
Uh,
beat it.
Number dose.
Dota 2.
Dota dose. Dota 2
Dota
took number
2.
2.
Those two have been always like right next to each other.
Yeah, they're always
Everyone
competing.
loves the two MOBAs right now.
Hearthstone took rank 3.
Moving up. That
Yeah.
I love me some Hearthstone.
People love watching Hearthstone.
I love watching Hearthstone.
Yeah, we'll get to Hearthstone later on.
That's true. CS:GO, surprising number 4.
Wow.
I didn't expect that
it's,
either.
It's
yeah.
climbing a
That's
lot. Yeah.
It is
amazing.
climbing.
Wow. That's got to be the highest ranking CS:GO's ever had.
People love CS:GO, but usually they just watch the tournaments. But now they're kind of like.
But
seeing
it's
some of the-
growing.
yeah.
It's more than just the tournaments these
think it's
days.
really
Tons of
cool.
top players are getting huge viewership. Well, there's more tournaments than ever as well.
Minecraft. Minecraft took number 5, which is
Minecraft,
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Minecraft higher on the list after this month.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Mayanite stream, right?
Oh
Just
my
going
goodness.
nuts.
Syndicate and all those cats.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Syndicate broke 100,000 concurrent
What?
viewers.
Wow.
That is ridiculous.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah. It's just awesome to see.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
That's insane.
When
like,
such-
holy
Wow.
crap.
It's like when such big personalities collide. It's
Yeah.
you just it's gonna
And
be
that's what
magic.
people.
It's
That's
a
what people want. They
cultural
want collaboration between
Yeah.
big streamers. So
Yeah.
when that actually happens, look, people watch. It's pretty crazy. It's funny how that works. Huh,
Yeah,
John?
that's
Huh.
amazing. Teamwork.
It's
What's
good
next,
teamwork.
Brandon?
StarCraft 2.
All
Still,
right.
Still strong.
Still
in the
strong.
Top 10.
It makes me happy.
Actually moved up. It was 7 last month, and now it's 6. So people are watching it again. It's moving back. Let's go StarCraft.
Yep.
Next up is World of Warcraft. Mist of Pandaria.
Okay. That's
The
another one
pandas
that
are still
The
going
pandas?
strong,
always
man.
Pandas?
hovered in the near top 5.
People like WoW.
Once
forever.
Warlords of Draenor comes out, that's gonna shoot way up the list.
And
I'm
that's your
pretty sure for at
productivity.
least a month. At least a month. It's gonna happen. It's gonna go up.
We have E3 here as a game.
What game is
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course that was
Damn.
huge.
E3
That makes a
by
lot of sense.
itself was like in the top 10 games. That's kind of
And it's
crazy.
because of John.
1 week.
It's because of
E3.
this guy.
All that guy.
E3.
This man
Let's
right
go.
here made E3 happen pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't make
He
the
says
E3
yeah.
happen. I
He-
made the
he
other part.
created
The
E3.
It's all
Yeah.
my brain. came up with this idea. E's my favorite letter in the alphabet, and they look like the number 3. So I was like, all right, I'll call it E3.
Brilliant. How does this guy do it?
You're blowing my mind.
Thank
That's
you.
insane.
Thank you. It's wonderful.
Unbelievable.
And what makes me really happy is number 9 is DayZ. That's
Ooh.
my bread
there
and
we
butter,
go.
baby.
DayZ.
It's my bread and butter.
Nice.
I'm very happy to see DayZ still on the list. Sometimes it
In the
falls
top
off.
10.
Once the lovely devs of Bohemia,
Oh, there we go.
put vehicles in the game, that's gonna go to number 1, and you know I'm right. Brian Hicks, I'm looking at you, buddy.
Uh-huh.
And number 10, another MMO, WildStar.
That launched last month, right? Or pretty
Yeah.
pretty.
You're a
Very, very
fan.
fun game.
You're a
You
fan,
like it?
right?
I like it. Yeah, I think it's got really solid endgame, and the dungeons are fantastic. They're really difficult. Like I stated before, if one person in your group isn't on the ball, you're gonna wipe and rage and probably try to kick him and get someone else because
I was
that is
in his
not
group,
an
and
easy
now
game.
he's just shouting me out right now.
Yeah.
He's trying-
No, WildStar's fun, man. It's
Subtle.
a good game.
Cool.
Yeah, looking at the rest of the items on the list, we don't need to go through all of them. Smite, always climbing. Mario Kart 8, been very popular since launch. Ultra Street Fighter 4 doing better than ever. We had Evo
Yeah.
obviously this year or this month rather.
Went from
It's-
120
yeah.
plus 104 spots.
That's great. Look
Let's
at
go,
that.
Ultra.
Look at that growth. Unbelievable.
That's
Fighting game
pretty great.
community. Magic Gathering, always strong on Twitch, always having events.
Powerful.
You know, we don't shout out enough is RuneScape. They're so
Oh,
steady
yeah.
on our website.
Oh,
We
yeah.
always have RuneScape people. RuneScape's one of our most searched terms in our little search box every month after month. People
Yeah.
like it. There's a group on there, so we should probably find some streamers
like-
and shout them out
it's-
next month.
It's probably like our biggest cult game, I think. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how else to
They just have
explain
their
it.
own
It's like
thing, they just love it.
Whenever I watch
so-
RuneScape, my jaw just kind of drops and my eyes glaze over. I'm like, what am I looking
What's
at
going
right now?
on?
But
Yeah,
there's
I have
so,
no
you know what I'm
idea.
talking about?
I have no idea.
I
Yeah.
can't
At all.
even do it. But some people
we're gonna
just
find it.
swear by that game, and it's
If you have a favorite
live
RuneScape
it.
streamer, tweet it at us, and we'll probably mention it next week, and we'll also give you some prizes.
All
'cause
right,
I'm
all
interested.
right.
All right, let's go to the next thing.
Yep, let's take a look. Next
Groovy.
up, OBS, Open Broadcast Software. Mac streamers, good news because OBS is coming your way. It's still an alpha build, but we thought we'd shout it out because OBS are doing such great work over there. You can go check out twitter.com/OBS project to learn more about them. Mac streaming is,
that exists.
Yes.
it
Yeah,
exists.
That's a
all
real
of my
thing. You're a
hipster
Mac
brothers
streamer,
and
right?
sisters. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna go down on the mission out here, and I'm gonna be broadcasting all of the hipsters playing video games. It's
Got their
very
Macs
meta.
out,
Yeah.
Very meta. I'm so happy about that,
GarageBand
man.
open.
What
That
are the
makes me
what are
happy.
the 2 games that you can stream on Mac? Can you tell me? Can you explain?
As of right now, whatever you could do with OBS, I don't know.
Solitaire. You can
Yeah.
stream some Solitaire.
Well, wait, you could do that. You could also-
Minesweeper.
Yeah.
Is that even on Mac?
Dang.
I don't even think that
I don't
I
think
think
that's
that's
on Mac
exclusive.
anymore. I
That's
don't think
alright,
that's on
guys.
Mac anymore. They lost that one. Maybe Halo at one point before they lost
Halo
that too.
1, 8 years
First
later.
Halo could have been a thing for Mac. Yeah, they lost. They didn't have a lot of control over Bungie for that time.
That's still pretty amazing though.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
super
I know there's been posts in the subreddit for Twitch, people asking about how do I stream on my Mac? What can I do? There's an answer now. OBS is free, 90 free. Everyone's favorite price.
93.
Check it out.
Yeah, and again, alpha product.
Alpha product.
Go
Yeah,
submit
it's
your
functional.
feedback, help them
Yeah,
with
check
the
it out.
bugs.
There's gonna be bugs. It's an alpha, but give it a shot if you're a
And-
Mac dude or lady.
I want to see iTunes, the top game on our site, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch me play iTunes.
Oh, I'm starting my playlist.
All right,
Okay.
next up we've got another shout out to you guys. Remember to submit questions. Hashtag
wait,
Twitch
actually, we
Weekly.
have to do this. It's on our,
Check it out. Oh,
But
this
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
okay.
Our European servers
Yes,
have been upgraded.
let's talk about this.
Don't forget
Yeah.
about
This
the
is
Euro
awesome.
crowd, guys. Come
Yeah.
on.
Another
Yeah.
thing that you can check out on our blog, blog.twitch.tv, we have upgraded the heck out of our European data centers. This is something that it's an iterative process. We've been upgrading these bad boys for years now. We continue to add more servers around the world, but I think we just had our most substantial upgrade of all time. Including our Frankfurt data center, over 2,000% upgrade. All of the data centers in Europe at least grew by 2x. So if you're in Europe, that's great news for you guys. Right in time for TI4 weekend, which
Yeah.
we expect to be a banner weekend, which we'll be getting to in just a moment.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Just
blog.twitch.tv, check it out. More info over there.
And I know you were all frozen at your keyboards because we had to do this little announcement. But now you can give us your questions
Twitch
via
Weekly.
hashtag
Hashtag
Twitch
it.
Weekly.
Hashtag
Hashtag Twitch Weekly. Shoot it our way.
Right there.
I'm using my internet device. He's using his smaller internet device. We're going to be
Don't-
collecting them.
Size doesn't matter.
It doesn't, but mine's bigger and better. But yeah.
Tweet us your
Yeah.
questions and comments.
Give
to
us the
win.
questions,
Tweet
guys.
Hashtag Twitch Weekly. Doesn't have to be at Twitch, but you can do that too. Because it'll help.
Added
find it.
bonus, yes.
That's a little
Added bonus.
Put it
You
at-
don't get
at
anything out of the
Atriot
added
if you want
bonus.
to. No one's gonna stop you.
All right, let's take a
Alright.
look at the esports update for the week of July 18th. 3 out of the 4 of us here just came from Evo Evolution 2014, the world's biggest fighting game tournament. It was awesome. We all had a great time. We saw some amazing action across every major fighting game title. And when I say every major title, I really mean it. There's even beyond the official games of Evo, they basically had everything. But I mean, I just want to give a shout out to all of the people that placed really highly in the 1,000+ person brackets, and a specific shout out to the guys that you can go watch on Twitch right now. I want to give a shout out to Mango with a 0.
Mango,
He
Mango Nation.
He took Melee. He took Melee.
Crushed
He
it.
streams on Twitch, and actually, all the Melee guys have been streaming a lot more recently. E.g. Jaywong, E.g. _Jaywong, go check him out as well. Took home Marvel. Again,
Back
so many champions at this event, and a lot of them stream on Twitch, so you can go check
Yeah.
out their gameplay.
Yeah.
The Marvel showdown, to me, that was really memorable. First of all, congrats to Jaywon. That's really awesome. For me, the hype was real. Like it was pretty intense, like being in that crowd. But holy crap, watching that game gives me a brain aneurysm. How are those guys so good? I cannot even
Yeah.
keep up.
There's a lot going
How
on.
are you so good at that game? I could play the game against a 10-year-old and get creamed, guaranteed.
No. Play it on simple mode.
Play it on simple.
You go simple
I
mode.
could-
Let them play
As a
regular.
simpleton,
and,
I could play it on
you'll
simple.
you'll own it. Just play as Arthur.
I think,
Yeah?
Just throw those
There's a
axes,
simple
man.
mode?
That's an intense game, man.
Jaywong's
Actually,
victory-
there is a 10-year-old who
Yeah.
two Evos
Of
ago.
course
he
And
there
he's
plays,
like
is.
really
he
good,
plays
right?
like top
course
50.
he is.
Yeah, he's like
Damn
really,
10-year-old.
really good.
Noah the Prodigy. I don't know if he
Let's
was at
go,
Evo
Noah.
this year.
Of course.
But
man.
anyway, moving on to this week's events. Our producer is hurrying us along.
All right, Kush.
The big event this week is one we've been talking about for weeks and weeks on Twitch Weekly.
Now it's finally
The International 4 is here. It's live in Seattle. It's live right this very second. It is a $10 million plus tournament. It's actually getting really close to $11 million in prize pool. Biggest prize pool in esports history. We've got 8 of the top teams in the world participating here, and it's some amazing storylines as well. Traditionally, China has been the strongest force in Dota. However, the last couple of years, the Western world has made a statement, said we're not gonna be any pushover for you guys. You know, Navi took twice second at the last 2 internationals, and you know, first in the international
The
2011.
champion Alliance is not even in
Alliance
the bracket right now.
Alliance won last year. They're not around this year, but we've got another. This year, it's looking like the Chinese teams are very strong, but for the first time ever, we have an American team that's looking like they can contend for a
Looking
top
potent.
spot here. And I think they're playing actually right as we speak over twitch.tv/team/DotaTI. You can catch all the action over there.
Dota TTI.
As soon as we're done here, I'm gonna go watch.
The event page is just DotaTI.
Gotcha.
USA.
I
check
just
it out.
saw that Newbie won the best 3 for match A.
Oh, yeah?
Congrats to Newbie. Very nice. Did you guys hear that their grand strategy was actually leaked?
Really?
This reporter like went into their secret planning room and actually leaked and then uploaded their master strategy
Yeah.
online. Did you hear about
Yeah,
that?
yeah. It was
That's
a big story.
ridiculous.
That was a big. Oops.
Wow.
Our bad.
actually,
Hey,
yeah.
listen. You guys came over for a photo shoot. Thanks for that secretive video. We pushed it out by accident.
That's so awful.
Whoops.
But
what
yet
were they?
they still.
what- do they give like anybody and everybody like? Here's a USB. This has all of our information on it.
Yeah.
We
Be careful
trust
with
you.
that.
I
We
feel
trust
bad
you.
for Newbie,
Yeah,
but they
careful.
still
It's still
beat
2-1.
Vici Gaming. So
So
good job, Newbie. They're moving on. That's fantastic.
And actually, speaking of newbie, there's a noob stream. We talked about this
Good
before.
segue.
yes.
Twitch.tv
segue.
slash
Eat your heart out.
Dota2TI
Yeah.
underscore N, not zero, NOOB, Dota2TI underscore noob. It's for those guys that are not so
my
experienced with
footsteps.
Dota 2, so go check it out. If you've only played a couple times, maybe you've never played at all. They're explaining the game in terms that I could even understand. So go check it out. It's actually really entertaining to check out. I hope you give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Dota 2 relatively well. I still watch the newbie streams because
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they talk
Yeah.
about all
Yeah.
kinds of just stuff that you know, professionals or people that have logged 1,000 hours never want to hear about again. But even if you've played, you know, 50 games, you still might not know, you know, this creep gives that much EXP, you
Right.
know,
Right, yeah.
whatever.
even during picks and bans, they pull up a video and show all of the heroes that have been chosen or banned what their abilities are. Like that's amazing. If you don't know like what Batrider does, well, guess what? You're gonna learn all of his
Yeah,
abilities and his
absolutely.
ult, and they're gonna explain everything like they would a child. So I mean, you could
Just someone
you
who's
could,
new to the
you
game.
could
I
be
don't feel like I'm
completely
being
new.
talked down to. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Like it's a super cool idea.
You can talk down to me. I don't mind.
Well, yeah. But I mean, it's just
I could take it. You can take it, John.
We could take it.
we could take it. You
We
guys
can
both
take it.
I can
yeah.
take it.
I've been talked down to, well, even though I'm taller than everybody else. I've been talked down to a lot.
Don't take that.
No, never again. You're right. Times are going to change.
You
now I'm
said that
tough.
last
Yeah, that
week.
was
Now I'm
tough.
tough. Never.
You always say that. Okay.
But that's not all that we've got going on this week. In fact, it's far from it. This is probably the most stacked weekend of the entire year in terms of esports events, maybe ever. I mean, I can't possibly imagine a weekend with more going on. We've got Dota TI, the biggest esports event in the world in terms of prize money. Then we've got DreamHack Valencia taking place in Valencia, Spain. Now, this may fall by the wayside considering there's 10 million prize pool going on, you know, in Seattle, but over in Valencia, Spain, we've got one of the most stacked StarCraft 2 tournaments you could possibly imagine.
Insanely.
Yeah, you had
stacked.
the
Why
bracket
don't you
up,
talk
right?
about
I
it?
had the
Yeah,
bracket open here. Let's get it going. Oh, actually, no, I don't. So.
Oh, boo.
But I can remember. Okay, so there was like a ton of amazing Zergs. There was Bomber. There was Grubby.
I love
Who
some
else?
Grubby.
Jadong is there.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still in. That's what I'm trying to.
That's
make
all you
sure.
need to know. You got one
Yeah.
from each race.
Yeah,
Bomber,
Jadong's there.
Grubby,
you have
Jadong.
Amazing players.
And
I love
you've
Grubby,
got
man.
you've got the typical DreamHack production. It's fun, it's exciting. You've got Tasteless and Artosis doing the commentary. So if you're a StarCraft fan, you really don't want to miss this. And it's a lot more than StarCraft as well. They've got CS:GO, they've got Hearthstone, they've got League of
Okay,
Legends.
here
They've
we
got
go.
pretty
Look at
much
this.
everything going on.
Hyun, Rhett, Yoda, Stardust,
Rhett.
Patience, MC, Elfie, Bunny, Bomber, Huck, 4GG, Mana, Grubby. This is all from one group. There was 3 groups. I mean, it's insane. It's one of the most stacked StarCraft tournaments I've ever seen in my life. It's all from the open bracket, so it's like a true qualifier system. Like the people that are gonna win this are gonna be the best players at the tournament. It's really crazy. Like you're gonna see some amazingly high level StarCraft with great commentary.
Yep.
I recommend definitely checking it out. Look,
That's
right
true.
here.
Huck's gonna take it all.
I
Go
believe.
Huck.
like that.
I
I love
believe.
Huck. Huck's cool, man.
I want
like that
Grubby. I
guy.
want Grubby to
And-
get a W.
Stefano's competing?
Oh, yeah,
man.
Stefano's in
Stefano
there.
is such a beast.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my-
is.
I
Oh
think
my
Stefano was playing right
goodness.
now. He might just been knocked out. I'm not sure. He was
Really?
playing as we're doing this thing. Yeah. I
He's
believe
taking too
it's
much time off, man.
live. But we don't know. I'm not sure. So
So we've got North America covered. We've got Europe covered. What about Asia? Intel Extreme Masters is visiting Shenzhen, China, for the third massive, well, actually fourth if you count QuakeCon, massive Uber esports event going on this weekend. It's another StarCraft 2 tournament, a Hearthstone tournament as well, and a League of Legends tournament happening in IAM Shenzhen. You were watching Hearthstone last night.
I watched. That's why I barely got any sleep because I stayed up late watching. I can't. I don't want to spoil. I kind of want to spoil, but I'm
I
not
think you
going
can
to.
say the matchup. Just don't say who won.
Well, okay. So we had Amaz take on Azeri in a best of 3. And let's just say Ragnaros, one of my favorite cards, dominated the battlefield heavily so. That RNG is... I'm not going to say who won, but the guy who won, his name starts with an A.
Right.
I can say that.
Yeah, you can say that.
Azeri versus Amaz, so do the math.
Yep.
It was awesome. I was glued to my screen. I couldn't stop. I stayed up way past my bedtime. But
Yeah.
it was fantastic.
You got into Hearthstone kind of recently too, right? Or no?
No. I got into
I'm
it.
fairly recent. I'll just say, like, when I first got into it, I thought this game is not an esport. It's just I think it's like a casual game. But the more I played it, the more I've really grown to enjoy like the level of production these tournaments are putting on. The drama's super exciting. Like the players are incredibly good. They bring out new stuff. It's actually incredibly fun to watch. Like I did not expect it at all. So
There's a reason why the same guys keep making it to
yeah,
the end.
there's
Because you can be
yeah,
professional at that game.
absolutely.
It's very
There's
esport
tons of
worthy.
skill.
There's a reason why the scene is growing as rapidly as it is. So good job, guy that starts with an A. I watched. I cheered for you.
He said his Ragnaros did awesome. So
Your Ragnaros slung those fireballs left and right.
That RNG, man. That RNG.
Dad
RNG
RNG though.
Jesus.
RNGesus. It was amazing.
okay.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yep. And
So I just watched Hearthstone. I didn't see anything else.
Yeah, I see too. I want to see if we can.
I feel like at this point it goes without saying that we've also got LCS rolling on as usual and the usual, Counter-Strike tournaments, and it's just insane for an esports fan. This summer is just ridiculous, and it's not even over yet. Gamescom is on the horizon, which is going to have a full suite of esports events.
Oh yeah.
It's just a really insane and
Ah.
awesome summer to be an esports fan, for
Just
sure.
a quick correction. Jadong is not at DreamHack Valencia. He's
What?
at IEM.
Oh,
So
He can't be in 2 places at once. He's
Yeah,
really good.
He's that good. Like a Zergling gets
Yeah.
split into 2. Jadong actually cannot split into 2.
when he comes out of his egg every
But
morning. he
Tasia's
gets split
there,
into 2.
Innovation's there.
oh my God.
So to be honest, there's 2 amazing StarCraft tournaments. One of
Yeah.
them's a little bigger, which is Valencia, but this is still super stacked.
Basically, if you love esports, you should probably figure out how to not sleep for a couple
Yeah, You
days.
should quit your job.
Um,
Definitely quit your job.
Make sure you have a ration of Hot Pockets on hand.
Absolutely.
What
You guys
flavor,
have?
though?
You got some in your basement, right?
Yeah,
Hot
I've got
Pockets?
plenty of hot pockets
Yeah.
from the
Good.
80s. They
They're a
freeze
little
very
old,
well.
still good,
They
yeah.
free-
They're
they-
still good.
yeah,
Older
they could.
flavor.
Lots of great preservatives.
All right.
They stay good forever.
I like the barbecue hot pockets. Even
This
though they're pretty
episode of
gross.
Twitch Weekly
Brought
not
to you by Hot
not
Pockets.
not to you by
Not
Hot
brought.
Pockets.
Yeah.
We'll eat them, but
Well,
it's not
yeah,
brought
we're
to
not
you
brought to
by
you.
Hot Pockets.
Hey, if you want to pay us.
We'll slaughter some Hot Pockets, dude. Come on.
Oh,
man.
they're living. That's right. There's wild hot pockets that just roam New Zealand,
Yeah.
and if you catch them,
Yeah.
they're so good.
They're so hard to
Fresh.
catch, though. So
Are you guys able to eat just one? Because when you open the box, there's 2 in there. What are you supposed to
I
do?
ate one.
You can't
Come on
just
now.
leave one alone in the
Yes,
box.
you
no,
can.
man, you gotta
You
rock it.
absolutely can.
You could eat just 5 if you
We're
want.
continuing
I
to
find
talk about
friends
Hot
like you
Pockets.
and
We
give
should
it-
move
yeah,
on.
Let's move on. All right, community. Let's go to community.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff going
Okay.
on here
Oh,
as
this is the
well.
community manager.
Community. Oh, I heard about that. So we do these little things called community spotlight videos. We want more of them, by the way. Please send them
Yeah, we don't
to.
do them. They do them.
Yeah, I know. We want more.
Oh,
we want
yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
videos. Yeah. We've had a couple of other folks. We had Indy once, and a couple of other folks submit video spotlights this
Violence
week.
did one. Who's our first one? Oh, it was
Justin
This is
Flynn.
Violence.
Justin Flynn. Justin Flynn.
Justin
did one.
Flynn,
Miss
yeah.
Val- yeah. all
We've had a
great,
few.
yeah.
There's a couple on deck ready to go. This week, we are showcasing a really great Dawn Gate player called Distracted Elf. He's actually streaming right now. He confirmed on official channels, I think it was like my email, that he was streaming right now. So we're going to play his
cool.
video, bring up his channel. Make sure you guys go slap the follow button on his channel. Give him a watch. He's a solid Dawn Gate player. It's a smaller, newer MOBA, still in development by Waystone Games and backed by EA. I personally played it a couple times. I think it's a pretty fun MOBA. It's pretty good. I
Yeah,
like
we
it.
were
I don't know if you
talking about-
guys.
We were talking about it last night. You said
Yeah,
it was
it's pretty good,
fun.
man. I like it. But yeah, Distracted Elf. This is his video.
Hey everyone, I'm Distracted Elf. I'm 23 and I live in Montreal, Canada. Primarily, the things that you're going to find me streaming on my channel are Dawngate,
Slay more.
and various tabletop games, things like Pathfinder or Dungeons and Dragons, stuff like that. Hello everyone, and welcome to Pathfinder City of Harn, part whatever the hell. I love to chat and interact with my viewers, and everybody shares in the triumphs.
I don't believe they expected that.
Oh, the team fight!
A difficult feat. You've draped yourself in splendor.
And the catastrophes. So close. I could taste the victory. I could taste the victory. But no. No such luck. No such luck. Thanks for watching, and I hope I see you soon. Bye!
Cool.
Distracted Elf.
Distracted Elf.
Thank you for sending in the video, guys. We want your videos. Please send in more. I think we only have like a couple on deck for the coming weeks. So if you guys have a few minutes to spare, send us a 90-second video with assets that you own, of course, music and gameplay, stuff like that, and send it to us, and we'll upload it and put it on Twitch Weekly, and you'll be famous.
Shout out.
Famous on Twitch.
Can we check out his channel real quick? It's Slash Distracted
Yeah,
Elf?
yeah.
Can we do a quick-
Slash
He
Distracted
should be
Elf.
live
Producer
right now.
Kush, let's do it.
He's playing
Mr.
right now.
Kush.
Yeah.
Two here or there, and suddenly they line up snowball, and you have an Ursa.
So is he always distracted? Is that what it is?
He's always
So he
distracted.
did really well that one time.
Yeah,
he
he was
was able to
pretty
win,
focused.
but
Yeah.
most of the time he'd just be
Most
like,
of the time
"What are
he's
we
focused.
doing?
Was so
What's happening?"
He was so distracted that he couldn't remember the name of
There
the
we go.
town that he was
There
DMing
you go.
for. Yeah, he's live right now.
He looks pretty
Boom.
not. He looks pretty focused.
He's
right
really
now.
focused.
Yeah.
That's really strange.
I see.
Maybe it's like one of those ironic names. You
Oh,
call this guy
I
tiny,
see-
he's super focused
I
all the
see-
time.
distracted.
I see
Okay.
3,700 followers. There's no reason why that can't be 5,000.
Let's move it up.
Like right now.
Slap him a follow.
See that purple follow button? Oh, look at that! Did you
Oh.
see
Feels
that?
So
Boom.
good.
Don't touch it
that
again, though.
easy.
Don't slap it again. Everyone go and check him out. He's a great streamer. Show him the love.
And send in your own. We
Excellent.
can do the same thing to you. Okay. Let's.
Okay, guys.
All right.
This is you. This
Yeah,
is
let's
Ben.
move on and talk about speedrunning, something that we're all always passionate about. It's always awesome. I can't get enough speedrunning. In fact, actually, every time I get home from work, I pretty much go to check out the
He really
speedrunning
does,
team
he
page
does.
because it's amazing. And we have awesome records were broken this week. Cosmo Wright has taken the Ocarina of Time
What?
any percent world record again.
Man.
He already
himself,
had it,
right?
but he
Yeah.
shaved it down
Wow.
even that much further.
This guy.
I also want to give a huge shout out to Punkation, who also recently took the Super Mario 64 world record for 120 stars.
Oh.
He also
Oh,
already
man.
had it,
Yeah,
but
for
he's
Wow.
just improving.
It's
Wow.
insane. These guys are breaking their own
You know, this time last year, no one thought that 143 was possible in
Nope.
Mario 64 120 star. Now, the last 2 nights consecutively, Punkation has been on pace to get a 142 about an hour into the game, and I'm just sitting at home going, "Oh my god, oh
This
my
guy-
god." And everyone says that I
Yeah, don't-
curse
you-
the
you can
streams
curse it.
whenever I tweet them, but I'm gonna keep tweeting them because
You gotta get them ready.
you
have to
all
build a
need to see
practice.
the 142 when it
Yeah,
happens.
absolutely.
So, big shout outs to our speedrunning guys. And a shout out to the speedrunning team page. You can go to twitch.tv/team/SRL. That aggregates pretty much all of the major speedrunners on Twitch in one place for you.
Good stuff.
Excellent.
Super cool. They're breaking their own records. That's like a cool thing to say you've done.
Yeah.
I got the world record, then I broke it again.
Several times.
Several times consecutively.
Oh, we're getting some good questions.
I want to see Signal
There we go.
bounce back though. I want to see
Like
his
that.
Yeah.
Because right now Punkation's sort of on a tear.
I feel like we need to put a bounty on this. Like,
Oh, okay.
how are we going to get Sig motivated again?
Yeah, we
Like,
need to get him hyped up. I want to see him fight back because
Yeah.
he's obviously an amazing streamer. I love to watch him too. They're both good champions. So
Guys, we're getting some good questions. I'm excited.
are we?
Is
in
it
the
time for
question
Soma's
section?
picks? Soma's picks?
You know what? I believe it is time.
Yes.
It's
You
time.
gonna do the sound?
Yeah, Thomas Perks. All right, we'll tell him after we do.
Yeah,
the
don't
two
say it
Somas
yet.
picks. Okay.
But it is sad.
All right, guys. So we have a couple of more Somas picks. I know it's the best part of Twitch Weekly. I know. Chill out.
Take a quick
We're gonna
nap.
do it right now.
Just kidding.
So I have a couple of great casters. One of which I actually know personally, and he's really cool. We're gonna start with Thadrius, aka Chris Sandman, which is a great last
Sandman.
name.
Yeah,
Chris,
that's amazing.
Chris Sandman. He
Entered
could be
light.
a pro
Yeah.
wrestler.
Yeah, he could be a pro, or maybe he's the son of Sandman. Maybe that's what's up.
Unfortunately, he's
Or-
not on right now, which makes me very sad in my soul. That's a shame. But Thadrius is hilarious. He's 22. He's from Texas. He considers himself to be a variety streamer who mainly focuses on a comedic attitude when he plays. Even if it's like a super serious shootout in Daisy or Arma 3 or something like that, he still manages to be a goofball. And he always makes me laugh whenever I watch him. He has a community called the Shauna Nation, which is
Shauna
Sha-
Nation.
The Shauna
The Shauna.
Shauna Nation.
Shauna Nation. All right, I love
which
it.
is amazing.
Whatever, man. Call it what you want.
He streams a lot of games, but mostly focuses on Daisy and Arma 3 and a myriad of platform games. Everyone likes a good platform game once in a while, right? But he always tries to keep the mood kind of light. Sometimes he can look really, really serious and kind of mean, but he's just being funny.
Tell him to smile more on camera.
I know.
That's
He's got a
some tips.
beautiful
He was
smile.
laughing.
He's
No,
a
If
lovely
you think
young
you're
man.
scary and mean looking, just add some mood lights or something in there. Maybe a smoke machine, and just be really nice. Be really positive.
A sensual
is that-
smoke machine.
He was
Maybe
playing
like a side
Wolfenstein.
smile.
That's
Oh.
cool.
It's just
Yeah, but he's super great. When he grooves out to music in game, he'll like make his characters like dance or do the pimp walk when he's in Arma 3 or Daisy to like some awesome tune. I know, it's hilarious.
All right.
He'll make his characters dance and he'll sing along sometimes, and
Okay.
it's just a good time in general. He streams every night at 10 p.m. CST for at least a few hours. That's every day. I don't know where he is right now. It's obviously not 10 p.m.
Yeah, I
CST.
know.
I thought he
Yes.
was going to stream during it, but that's okay. Hey,
hey,
it happens. The man he's a busy man. He's
your
the
knuckles are
Sandman.
white. You're like,
He's a Sandman.
He's a
Wait
busy
a minute.
Sandman.
That's what I'm saying. He's a Sandman. Of course, he'd be awake at night.
right.
That oh my goodness.
There you go. He's got to
Oh
put
my
everybody
goodness.
else to sleep. I guess.
In Daisy and Arma 3 especially. All right, my second Soma pick is a good friend of mine actually, who I want to throw some love his way. His name is Neil Erickson, aka Koibu. He is 27 years old.
He got so excited. He was like,
He loves
Nobu! Oh, damn!
He loves Neil so much that it actually
Yeah.
flew off his head.
His
mind was blown that I
blown.
would pick someone as
Like,
amazing
Did
as,
you pick him?
as Neil.
God.
Really?
No, I love Koibu. Let's go.
You got your stuff
yeah, I'm
together?
back into it. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Compose yourself, man. Relax.
I know
back
Neil's
into it.
awesome. I know.
no, he is awesome, dude.
Neil actually started streaming last year in July, so it's his 1-year streaming anniversary.
He's done very well.
Yeah, he's doing great.
That's
yeah.
an incredible growth.
He's doing really well.
Congratulations on that.
He was actually partnered just a month later due to the fact that he was doing an amazing job as the dungeon master for a couple of D&D streams.
What?
Um,
The Dungeon Master.
Yeah, he's a DM. He's
What?
actually
Oh, he's a legit dungeon.
he was
Okay.
he's my real life dungeon master.
Oh,
too. He lives in
damn.
San Francisco.
Well,
He's,
that's
Oh,
and he's
all
one of the
right.
best dungeon masters I have ever had the
We should bring
pleasure
him to
of
the office, have him
playing
host
with.
the D&D thing. Let's go.
He lives down the street. He's a neighbor.
Koibu.
He's super awesome. But yeah, he DMs for a lot of folks actually, a lot of D&D shows. But one of his first ones had EG and Control on the bill, and due to that, it kind of helped his stream grow. He was partnered just a month after he started streaming. He currently runs Roleplay Solemn, which is hosted by me, JP, who's a huge broadcaster and YouTuber. He also considers himself to be kind of a marathon streamer. He does a weekly 24-hour.
What?
A weekly
A
24
weekly
hours?
24 hour. You just
Neil's a nut.
That's crazy.
Neil's
how does he
clinically
condition
insane.
for that? Like
Yeah.
weekly 24
He does
hour?
though.
He runs
Wow.
marathons in the off time.
That's
He's a
incredible.
marathon streamer.
Wow, a
right?
lot of granola, a lot of water.
Oh
a lot
my
of Cliff
God, that
bars,
sounds
dude.
Wow,
Yeah.
man.
He's
Dang,
kind of
that's
a
no
nut for
joke.
sure. I love the
That's
guy.
Insane.
But he doesn't just do D&D stuff. He also streams competitive esports titles such as CS:GO, SC2, Dota 2. I wouldn't say he's a pro by any means, and he wouldn't get mad at me for saying that, but he is pretty good at pretty much everything he plays. His current favorite game is actually the new Larian Studios title that just came out, Divinity Original Sin,
Oh, that.
which is pretty much like Baldur's Gate meets D&D in a really pretty world. And of course, a nerd like Neil would be addicted to that game. He's already put 90 hours into
What?
it.
Wow.
And it's been out less than 2 weeks, right? He's
Whoa.
a marathon streamer. What do you know?
Yeah, that was all
Um,
one night.
But finally, though, he's just really proud of his non-toxic community. He has converted over half of the trolls that have come into his channel and converted them to become moderators, diehard fans, subs.
That's cool.
He somehow is able
That's cool.
to convert the trolls.
Ah,
Good job,
Yeah,
Neil.
man. He's
Good
he's
job.
a dungeon
Dude,
master.
He's a dungeon
So
master.
he's able to slay the trolls.
He's
throws them in the dungeon.
or converts them.
Yeah,
using
convert them.
clerical
Well, he
spells.
slayed them to be good.
Indeed.
Yeah, it took away the
He
evil.
rose them from the dead.
Yeah,
to be his
stop being a
mods and
bad troll.
subs.
That's what he said.
Yeah, but
That
Neil
works.
streams. Neil streams Sunday through Thursday, mostly during the evenings. He doesn't have a set schedule, mostly because he streams for absurd
Yeah. You don't need to
lengths of
schedule.
time. So his schedule
Schedule
could
when
just
he's not
change
streaming.
because it's been 24 hours or 25 hours since his stream was on. But yeah, Neil's amazing. Make sure to go follow him, twitch.tv/Koibu. And of course, Thadriusu is a fantastic DayZ and Arma 3 streamer. That's twitch.tv/Thadrius. Both are great dudes. And I'm not going to be the one to say it, so someone else say it. But what's
We're
happening?
retiring Soma's picks. Drop the mic.
Bible thump.
Bible-
Flip your mic
Sad
off
boys.
again.
I want to
Flip
see,
your mic
I wanna
off
see the
again.
sad boys.
I quit.
Yeah.
No, so we're gonna actually
It's
have-
evolving.
It's evolving. We're still
Yeah.
gonna have Soma's picks, but it's not gonna be called Soma's picks. It's gonna be called
Twitch picks.
Twitch picks.
It's going to be called Twitch
And
picks.
we're gonna have some picks from Fish, some Fish picks, some Atrioc picks,
Some
Carnage
fish
picks.
picks.
Yeah, I got him with that.
Yeah, you got that fish
I got
pick.
the
You
fish
giggle.
Yeah, that
He's
made
a
me
good
laugh.
one.
Yeah, where are the fish picks at?
Yeah.
It should have always been that, if you ask me. Got them fish picks.
Yeah,
We're gonna
even
have
though
fun
there's
picks
a
and
ton
weak
of
picks.
streamers that I want to continue to shout out, I'm only going to be able to shout out one a week now. Not two. Ben's going to have one. He's going to have one. If we allow Carnage to come back. Just kidding. You're always welcome. We
Thank
all-
you,
we love
baby.
We love
Thank
here.
you, baby.
Just banging my microphone.
Yeah,
right
no,
on
we're
your mic.
smashing
Right on
heads,
your
man.
mic. We're
'cause-
smashing. This
well,
is
because the thing is, you hug me, at the same time, I headbutt you. Watch out. That's how real men hug.
I think this is the rowdiest Twitch Weekly episode we've ever
Yeah, we're
had.
getting rough. We're getting wild.
Yeah,
He's
we're
on the
going-
safe seat.
we're
He's
getting
got the
nutty
seat-
over
Yeah, he's
here.
like in the golden seat.
I'm insulated.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
safe.
Ben's got his own little island over here. The manwich over here.
The
though.
manwich.
We party hard over
This
here.
is a
okay?
boat of toughness. This couch boat.
A
We're
canoe
real
of
Vikings
strong
over
and
here.
There's nothing
powerful.
manlier than three nerds talking about games on a couch. Let me tell you that.
It's amazing. I'm happy to
Um,
be here.
But yeah,
But yeah, Soma's
Soma's
picks.
it had a great
it's-
run.
It had a good run. String broken.
Oh, that's
But
it.
yeah,
Ooh.
string
Oh.
is broken. But we're gonna continue on with Twitch picks. So
And speaking of picks,
We've
got-
got this week. You pointed at me. This
you're
week
the
we've
host,
got
dude. You're the
another
week.
staff pick for you guys. We know a lot of you enjoyed when Yo Suzuki came on to talk about
I
his
did. I loved
favorite
it.
Twitch streamer. This week we've got Chase, our PR director, is going to give you a little insight into who he's been watching.
I love Chase.
Let's just jump right into
Let's
it.
see the video, Kush.
Hi, I'm Chase. I am the Public Relations Director for Twitch. And what that means is I deal with all of the reporters and try and tell stories based on all the great things you, the community, are doing on Twitch. My Twitch staff pick today is Tasachka. What makes her really cool is a number of things. First, her channel is like the friendliest place on the internet. You always get a hello when you visit and a goodbye when you leave. She's always hooked up to a heart monitor when she does her horror streams, which is really fun because not only is she screaming based on the game, but she also when you hit her follow button, donation buttons, you hear screams all over the place.
No! Oh yes, oh yes. Okay, please let the elevator kill him. Oh.
To paraphrase It's a Wonderful Life, whenever Tess screams, an angel gets its wings but loses its hearing. I also like the fact that she just added a lizard cam, so you can see her pet lizard at times too on her channel. The last thing is she's part of a group of streamers I work with called Chase Channel 5. So if you go there, you'll see her, you'll see a bunch of these other streamers who I recommend. And she's also part of the O Team, which is also a really incredible group of streamers, so make sure you check that out as well. So that's my pick. Go check out Tess, go scream, have a good time.
Fantastic.
All right.
Woo! Good stuff,
Thank you,
Chase.
Chase.
I love how
Heart monitor.
cool he ran down the hallway. Did you see
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really
He's
cool.
amazing.
He's just really fast. He's
There
like
was
Quicksilver.
actually no editing involved.
No,
You know that?
He's moving at the speed of light.
He zooms forward.
Yeah,
it's
man.
insane.
No, that was.
There was
That's
no
how videos
editor.
are-
I'm,
yeah,
I'm amazed we
I
got that
edited
on
this-
camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild.
That B-roll though. I'm
There
telling
she
you.
is.
She's live right now.
Where's the
Go hit the
lizard
follow
cam?
button, guys.
There's the lizard
The
cam.
lizard cam.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God!
Yo,
There's
that
the
lizard is
lizard.
shedding.
Did you say it's shedding?
I don't know where is it? My eyes are going, boys. I think I'm losing my eyes at this tender age of 13.
Guys, we have
Chris
we
is
have
13.
quite a few people watching Twitch Weekly right now. I know we could get her over 3,000 followers easily. Make sure you guys hit the follow button. I mean, it's right there. There's a link in chat.
Heart
I mean,
monitor.
Yeah.
There's
Heart
yeah,
monitor.
heart
Yeah.
monitor.
I've watched some of her streams. It's really fun. She plays the horror game. She has the heart monitor. She talks about it. It's definitely a cool thing. It's not just a gimmick. She's also very interactive. Chase introduced me to this stream. I've actually watched it. It's like one of the 5 streams I follow. She's really good. She's actually a great streamer.
One of the
She's
5 streams you follow.
Yeah, I like to just go.
What?
I
Wow.
watch Twitch all the
This
time.
guy's-
but
I
I'm like,
follow like
I'm not
500
listen.
streams.
Yeah.
It's a VIP list.
You got a
for Ace Track,
serious
okay?
VIP list.
It's a VIP
Wow. This guy
list.
right here.
So if you follow somebody's channel, that counts as more. That's
Yeah.
like
It
if
means it's
you
a big
follow my
deal.
channel, that's like 1,000
And
follows.
you don't have a follow,
right?
so you better
Yeah.
get on my good side.
Well, twitch.tv/team/chase_channel_5. That is all of the streamers that Chase personally follows and, likes to shout out and whatnot.
Part of his crew.
It's got other people like Core's on there. Core's is super cool too. You can follow all of them if you just follow the whole team at the URL that's actually linked by Chase in chat right now, twitch.tv/team/chase_channel_5. Make sure you guys go hit it up. There's so many people. There's Tasachka right there.
Chase Channel 5.
Chase Channel 5, Space Channel 5, and Chase Picks out. Thank
Good
you very much,
stuff.
Chase. We do
Thanks,
appreciate
Chase.
that.
We really appreciate it.
Cool. Moving right along, guys. It is
This
time for
Q&A?
some Q,
Yes,
some
I
qua.
love
Do
some
it.
Qua. Yeah, some Q&A.
What's that letter in the middle of
Pourquoi?
the Q&A?
Okay, guys. Okay, so I have a couple of questions lined
Very
up.
set.
I've got a couple. Let's see here. If you guys have some more questions, we have some time to answer quite a few. So hashtag Twitch Weekly via the Twitter sphere. Twitter us with your hashtag Twitch Weekly. Any questions you have. Let's ask the first one by Eric at aka_Bleether. He says, "Trolls will troll, but how can streamers best deal with malicious people who only want to derail a streamer's channel?"
Turn them into
Something
mods.
that I learned personally
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
young boy in elementary
Ask
school.
Koibu.
As a
That's
kid,
good.
as a
That's
child.
/ ignore.
Oh,
Just ignore them.
Really?
That's what I do.
Brother.
Or sometimes if I'm feeling squirrely, I'll read what they have to say and then brutally make fun of them on my stream and
Yeah.
tear them apart and then ban them and
This
make
is-
sure everyone makes fun of them
Wow.
in chat. That's
No,
just something I
so
like to
that's
do.
Completely opposite of Koibu.
Yeah.
Koibu's
No,
trying to. Oh.
that's just something I like to do. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know if we heard that on stream. Our producer Kush just sneezed very loudly.
Yeah,
in our heads.
we all went,
got,
"What's
we got
that?"
a shock.
Kush can do what he wants.
Yes. Anyway,
Kush is the Lord.
So there's one end of the spectrum where you just rip into them, destroy
Or,
them.
but mostly ignore them,
Or
please.
ignore them.
Ignore trolls.
Or you can go
Ignore
to like
them.
what Koibu's doing and try to include them in your stream, talk to them. I mean, they're watching you for a reason. Maybe they're not just. trolling.
yeah,
Maybe
they're not trolling, man. Embrace them. That's what I always did. I always had a blast with. Actually, some of my
See?
favorite people were trolls.
Thank
Come in
you.
and say some
Thanks,
nasty stuff
man.
about me, but I didn't like what I would do. Go ahead, troll me right now. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm gonna play this video game. Someone, go ahead, troll me. Say something. nasty.
a washed-out pro wrestler.
Listen, hey dog, listen. Why are you gonna say that about me? We used to be homeboys. Remember that one time I went over your house and you told me that really secretive thing you should have never said anything about? And I'm
sounds
gonna
like a
say it right
threat.
now in front of all these other people. So I would go on these like rants
follow,
about all these
subscribe.
stories.
I love you. I'll be back.
Why are you saying that, dog? You having a bad day? Are you saying stuff about me? Are you having a rough time? Let's just be friends again. We used to be friends way back in the day.
Wow, you really made me rethink my life.
Yeah, man.
I'll be back.
Or you could. It's that one thing, right? Make fun of the comedian if you're funnier. But if the comedian's funnier than you, when I was doing an open mic, like you better be ready. If you're
And
gonna
the-
come in
and
and
the-
troll, you better be ready.
And they have the microphone. You
Yeah.
don't. They
Yeah.
get to say whatever they want about you.
Yeah.
But in reality, let's be honest here. Just ignore the trolls, guys.
Yeah.
Malicious behavior, stuff
And
like
if they're
that.
ruining your chat, ban them.
Yeah, just time them out. Give them another chance
if
if you're nicer than I,
Yeah.
or if you're as nice as John. Time
Yeah.
them out. Give them a chance to relax. Maybe they had a hard day at school or
Yeah.
work, or the girlfriend or the wife's yelling at them, or the husband's being mean, or who knows.
There's a lot of reasons.
There's
for
a lot of
people.
different reasons
Yeah.
for people to yell at other people on the internet anonymously.
Yeah.
But I would just
I don't know.
ignore them.
I may be naive, but I've always been of the opinion that the trolling can be quelled and the trolls can be changed. That's why I was glad to
Like
hear about
Koibu.
Koibu.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even in the most toxic of communities, good community leaders can change the whole tone of the conversation.
Right.
So, I mean, I think it's a combo of having great mods that you trust.
Yeah, for sure.
If they're really just hellacious, then you just ban them right away. But just reacting in a positive, nurturing manner.
Yeah, no,
I don't
you're
know if
right.
ntrturing is the
You're
right
right.
word.
No, you're
It's a
right
little
because
cheesy, but it's actually true.
it's like
You gotta
taking
coddle
a
'em,
negative
maybe.
and making it a positive.
Yeah.
However you do it, whether you ban them and then they come back like, "Hey, dog, I'm sorry. I don't know what else. I had a
can do
rough
something.
day. Had a really rough day working down at the gas station, pumping gas." I don't know. I don't know why some people would be angry, but that's one of them. If I did that, I'd be
People are
upset.
unhappy out there? Oh,
Yeah,
man, that's a
stop that.
drag.
Stop
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next question.
Cool.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah.
AK Blue
Thanks,
Third.
Eric. I appreciate that, man. So this is from Mike Rousseau.
It's like Mike Ross's French brother.
Mike
Mike
Rousseau.
Rousseau.
Mike Rousseau, yeah. Mike Rousseau, excuse my
That's
English
awesome.
tongue.
Shout out to Mike Ross. Love that guy.
Yeah.
We had a great time in
The
Evo.
question that Mike proposes is, if you were able to speedrun a game at a pro level, which one would you like to stream the most?
Start with Carnage. I'm interested. If you could
So
speedrun
believe it
any
or not,
game-
I was really, really good at
Tokyo
DuckTales.
Jungle. No?
No,
Oh.
not Tokyo Jungle. Oh, I wish DuckTales, man.
Oh?
Dude,
DuckTales?
I was a beast at that.
No, this
and
is,
and Demon Souls, the first one. I was
It's not what you're good at. It's what you would you like to be good at. If
What
we
would
could
I
give
like
you-
to be
if you
good
could
at?
give
If-
you any skill at one game to be
Uh,
speedrunner, what would you be?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a great one. I wasn't thinking. I don't know how to read either, so
That's what-
or
that's
pay
too
attention to what you were saying.
Hey.
Wait, could I speed run? No, I can't do that.
Is there a
That
game
you
you've
can't
always
play on
wanted to be
Twitch.
good
I know what game you're thinking. Weirdo. You're a
Dude,
weird.
Come back to me. Let me think for a second.
Okay,
You
let's
put
go-
me on the
What about
spot.
you,
Okay.
Soma?
Okay, so one of the best speedrunning games that I enjoyed during Summer Games Done Quick was a series of games that I was obsessed with, which is the Donkey Kong Country series. I spent so much time playing Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 that I would like to be a boss
Yeah.
at speedrunning those games. I don't think you understand how much time. There was
Because right
there was
now-
a point
yeah.
where my parents got me Donkey Kong Country 1, and then I was grounded, and they wouldn't let me buy any games. So that was one of the
That
only
was
games I had for
confused.
months and months and months and months because I was a bad young child. But they didn't pull the cords out of my Super Nintendo. They still let me play, right? So I was obsessed with that game, and I got good at it. Not speedrunner style good, but I would want to be a boss at the Donkey Kong Country games.
If I had to pick a game to speedrun, it would be Civilization 5, so I could finish a game in a weekend. Because right now, if I try to play, it takes
Good
my
answer.
entire 148 hours, and I'm like, oh, I'm almost halfway done. So if I could speedrun it, I feel I could get more times in. That's my plan.
Okay, okay.
What about you, Ben?
I'm just gonna choose this one because it's really funny. Shout outs to Adrian, speedrun community. I would speedrun Animal Crossing.
Damn.
Nice.
Ooh.
There you go.
'Cause-
Can you?
Can
you speedrun
like all the
No.
grass,
First,
You can't do
all
that.
the grass,
Get every item in
catch all
Animal
the
Crossing.
fish.
It's only gonna take 1,000 hours.
I
Like,
would speedrun Farmville.
maybe
would
the
speedrun
new world
That's
record is
brilliant.
987 hours and 25 minutes. No, I just think that'd be really funny.
That is
That'd be
I would,
hilarious,
I would
yeah.
speed
That is
run right before you're
incredible.
about to cut down the last tree. and
Yeah.
You get panic and you mess up. and then
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I curse you. I'll flip it around.
That's great. Well, now that I had time to think about it, thank
Yeah.
you guys so much for
Sure.
filling in
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
brain just not working on me. Shimu 3, because I'd like to
Ooh,
finally
yeah.
just play it if it ever comes out.
Ooh.
You guys are oohing and on over a game that just had never. It's
Yeah,
where's
it
Shimu
was
3?
never
I
released,
want to
right?
speed run it so I can finally play it. There you go.
Interesting.
There you go, dude.
That's another one of those very. Is it here? What can we do with it? If it's not there, but we'll pretend.
Okay, so we have another question from Beefuteki at Beefuteki.
Can we shout out Beefuteki? Actually, we met him at he was the New York guy from Evo. The guy who loved New York
Oh
and went,
yeah, that was talking about how
Hold
much
it
better
down.
the East
Shout
Coast
out.
was. It's
Yeah,
not.
It's not better. Well, it's not taking a stance, but he was,
Yeah.
he was pro East Coast. He was a real nice guy. He was
Yeah,
there
he
with
was
his either
super cool.
wife or girlfriend, I believe, and they were super chill.
They were heading out while we were gonna go get food late night. Yeah, they're super awesome.
So shout out to them, and they have a question. So you want to?
Yeah. The question is, we need more couple streamers. Who are your favorite couple streamers?
Mine is you, Beefuteki. You're my
Oh,
favorite couple streamer.
that's so kawaii. My favorite, I really like Lol Renee and Gassy Mexican when they stream together. They're hilarious. They treat each other so well on stream, especially when they're drinking on the weekends and yelling at each other.
Oh wow.
It is just rich entertainment. Gassy and Law Renee for sure. I don't know if there's not a lot of couple streamers.
Wasn't there
but
a
if you guys,
streamer that did Mario Kart and did like got crazy
yeah, that
amount of
couple
subs
that
for it?
that did the ridiculous 150
400
plus
yeah,
hour,
yeah,
400
yeah.
hour. Yeah, they were
Insane.
really cool.
That's super cool.
They were awesome. There's
Couples.
a few
Get your
couples.
significant other into streaming with you if you're a streamer. Let's give more couples.
Fellas, ladies, if you can get your girlfriend or boyfriend to stream with you, do it. Especially if you're really comfortable with one another,
Yeah, you
because
have to
the
be. Those games
banter that
bring-
couples
yeah.
can have is rich. It is hilarious. So yeah, that's who I would choose. I don't know if you guys know any couple streamers, but
Every time I try streaming with Jamie, the couple, the lovely lady I live with, it turns into her just yelling at me most of the time.
Yeah, I feel
so
like it's
I
real
don't know if I
stressy.
would say yes. I should just watching me feeling like I'm just being belittled the whole time. Like, shut up! Don't say that. This is my channel. This is my stream. Sit in the corner.
mine.
And I just hang out with my cat the whole time. Like, oh, you should do this. Go over there. Stop backseat gaming. This is me.
Our admin Shannon's the Killer really enjoys Allie and Gold Glove. They're
Oh, yeah.
hilarious as well.
Goldie.
Watching those two play Daisy. Daisy's, like I said, it's my bread and butter.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
let's
my
turn
bread
that
and
around.
butter.
Eat it up.
What about Shannon and Chris?
Shannon and they are a
Zachriel
formidable
and Shannon
team.
C. Killer.
Yeah.
I don't think you actually see Shannon that
Shannon's
often on
the
Chris's stream,
unsung
but
hero. Yeah.
She'll throw things at him. She'll poke him.
That's awesome.
Chris will say "Bless you, babe" when she sneezes in the background.
Nice guy.
Oh, Chris, that's so sweet. No, yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
couples actually.
Husband wife gaming too. So.
Husband wife gaming, of course. It's in the title.
Yeah, it's that
Husband
easy.
and wife
It's that
gaming.
That's their
Holy
MO.
crap, that is the meta of couples streaming. Okay.
Do
Do you guys have any questions?
yeah, I got
What
one
you
from
got?
Salem, which is Husband V. He says, "Who's gonna beat Soma at rock paper scissors?" Let's go right now.
You
On
always
three?
beat me.
I know.
I love Huz, by
On
the way.
three.
Huz, you're the man.
Yeah. On
Okay,
three?
rock paper scissors
Alright.
shoot.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, rock
shoot.
paper scissors shoot. Yeah.
Okay.
Rock
1,
paper
2, 3,
scissors shoot.
Easy. It's
So-
that easy.
Oh.
It's me.
Best of three.
It's me.
Best
of
I
three.
think
Best
so.
of
We're
three.
done.
Oh,
was
you want
rigged.
best
One
of three?
more
that was
question,
rigged.
come on.
That was
Let's do
planned.
another
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
They knew
Oh,
about that.
man,
They
you
were planning
suck,
that.
man.
They were working on
How
that
does he
for
always
weeks,
know
bro.
that I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we-
do scissors?
I was messed up. You were
It's that easy,
plotting
Kevin.
that.
It's
You were
that
plotting that.
easy.
Now you own everything he has.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
does
that's the
anyone
rule,
else
right?
have another question they want to shoot? I think we have time maybe for one more. It's about that time. We're an hour in.
I didn't bring my laptop.
Here we go. I got one.
Yeah, which
This
one?
is from Cash Bryant at Get Nice TV. Hashtag Twitch Weekly. What do you guys think about streamers who stick to one game instead of multiple games? That's a pretty good question.
Yeah.
For me personally, I was one of those people for a long time, and kind of still am. When I started broadcasting 2 years ago, the first game that I broadcasted was the DayZ mod on Arma 2, and I kind of was pigeonholed a little bit. And if I switched up the game, I'd see a significant drop in viewership. And when I was first getting into streaming, I wanted viewers, so I kept playing DayZ. I still play DayZ. I love it. I streamed last night actually.
Yeah.
DayZ. What do you know? I love the game, but in my personal opinion, for anyone that's just kind of starting out or just getting partnership or whatnot, I recommend slowly working in other games and not just sticking with one title. It does help to play a variety of games, because let's say the game that you play, let's say the servers online shut down one day, the devs are done with it or something like that, or the player base just drops off. You're not going to be able to play that game much, and not have the same exciting stuff happen on stream like it used to. So I would, even if you are kind of pigeonholed into one title right now, start streaming maybe one day a week or something like that, a new title, just for a couple of hours, and then put in your title, hey, trying this new game for 2 hours, and then going to whatever your main game is. Get people's feet wet a little bit. Get them used to seeing you play a different game. It will pay off, trust me. Don't get trapped in one title. Even if you're obsessed with it, like I was at DayZ, it does pay off to stream other games. I don't know if you guys have
I mean, there's
anything to
just
add.
different kinds of streamers,
Yeah.
know, like.
There is different kinds.
Depends on
That's
what
true.
you're looking for. Sometimes I personally, like, I'm a kind of a hardcore gamer, so I like to learn sometimes. So sometimes I like to watch a streamer that's really, really good at Hearthstone. Like, all he does is play Hearthstone. He's incredibly good at it. He's top of the ladder. That's cool for me. I like to see that. But also, if I want to see an entertainer, if I want to watch something at night, I'm in, just relaxing. I want to see somebody who plays a lot of games, he has fun.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe he's not the best in any game, but So there's definitely totally different viewpoints. I wouldn't say you don't have to do anything. Do what games you like to
do what
play.
you want to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
You don't have to. It's true. You don't have to, switch up
But
the
that
games
is
you don't
definitely
want.
good advice if you're trying to just be like
Yeah.
an entertainer type streamer. Just make sure you have a lot of games to choose from. And
Yeah, I actually never really realized how much of how much pressure some people feel to either stick to the one game or branch out.
Sure.
I mean, I was talking to Justin Flynn this weekend, and he is kind of stuck doing Pokemon right now. He wants to go outside of it, but that's where he gets his biggest viewership.
Right.
When he doesn't stream Pokemon, his viewership might dip a little, and then on top of that, he's commentating the Pokemon Championship and all this other stuff.
Absolutely.
And he wants to branch out, but he's having trouble justifying it all the time, and he ends up
Sure.
being Pokemon more often than not. But yeah, I mean, I think Brandon's right. It totally depends on who the streamer is, what type of gamer you are. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
a professional gamer, then obviously you're going to be playing your game.
Yeah.
But if you're an entertainer, then probably best to branch out.
Absolutely. Cool.
I agree.
All right.
All right.
I agree
That
with all
easy.
everything that
Yes.
you said. Yeah. yeah.
Can we
Words.
say our PM thing so that you can give us your information. It's
What's that
is
now?
it script?
Oh, sure.
Let me just up.
Are we talking about message?
We're talking about message. Yeah, Twitch messaging.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Send us a message via the Twitch messaging system. Use our Twitch Weekly. We will also be taking your submissions for Twitch Streamer Spotlights, which is the video we played earlier on in the show, and anything else you'd like to submit. Anything, if you have any thoughts on the format of the show, anything we could be doing better, what you like, what you don't like. We're going to be looking at everyone's questions and responses and comments via hashtag Twitch Weekly and also messaging on Twitch.
Yep.
So thank you very much for tuning in. I think that's going to wrap the show. We're just at over an hour now. So
Yeah.
any final thoughts, guys? Let's start with you, John.
I'm here. Wait, it's over? That went by so
He
fast.
just woke up.
Yeah, wait, whoa. The jet lag's over. Hey, guys, what's going on?
Yeah, he's about to start. He's about to jump
Sit
in.
here. I'm about to jump in. So, yeah, no, happy to be here. I just want to tap into what you guys are talking about really quickly about, sticking to one game or going to multiple games. If you are stuck in that, don't worry about it. Think of TV. All TV shows, even if it's a show that you've watched a million times, they always change up content within that show. It's all about just sticking through it. And if you see a drop, don't worry about viewership will come back as long as you keep driving through it. So there you
Pearls
go.
of wisdom from John.
Yeah, man.
Carnage.
I
There you
woke
go.
up. I
Yeah,
just
back
woke
up.
up.
Yeah,
Sorry,
He
guys.
was blacked out the whole time.
Yeah.
He had a rough flight. Final thoughts for me.
Yeah.
I am sad that we had to miss a week because of Evo, but I'm happy to be back. We're gonna have Marcus back here next
Ooh.
week. He's
in the office.
he's gonna be
gonna be
in
live.
San
He's gonna be-
Francisco.
yeah.
He's gonna be sitting in the hot seat, as we like to put it, and it'll be the original 4 Musketeers, because there's 4 actually. You know that, right? So there's gonna be the original
I'll be
the
Darth
4
Vader.
folks that are gonna be squished on the couch and on the chair. John, though, of course, is always
all right.
welcome back.
Oh,
The
thank you. I
Sexy
thought you were like,
man beast.
you're like, you gotta
Get him
go.
out.
You're like, okay, I'm like the 5th
No,
John
Beatle.
can probably
sit right
That's
here.
all right. Whatever.
He'll just be laying in front of
Yeah,
us.
he'll
Yeah,
lay
I'll
on
just
us.
be laying
Yeah.
face down on the carpet.
That would be cool if we had John Carnage reporting from the
Oh,
other side
John
of the
Carnage.
That
office.
is such a good idea.
It's
Man
like
in the
raining
street.
out here. What's going on? Yeah.
Thanks, John.
But yeah, excited to have Marcus in the office next week. So yeah, see you guys next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday, 1 p.m. PST. Watch. Thanks for watching. This is another great show. There's so much good stuff happening this week, this month in general. Super excited to be at Twitch right now. Super excited to be a Twitch viewer. Thanks for watching our show. Hopefully you found some stuff you didn't know about.
Absolutely, and for myself and everyone here, it's been a pleasure. Again, this weekend is stacked. Last weekend was amazing with Evo right here. If you're an esports fan, you'll be watching nonstop. If you're not an esports fan, you'll probably still be watching nonstop. Head over to the front page of twitch.tv. We put a lot of time into curating that content to present all of these events that we talk about on this show as best as we possibly can. And streamers that we highlight, we also try to give them a little bit of front page love that week as well. So, yeah, we hope you enjoyed the show, and I think Soma has one more thing
One
to
last
say.
thing, guys. Twitch.tv/Thadrius/Koibu/Tasachka and /DistractedElf. And of course,
Boom.
Twitch.tv/Twitch.
Right
Give
here.
us a follow.
Give
Slap
us a
those
follow.
follow buttons.
You know, we worked hard
They're so
too.
lonely and juicy. Just squirt your mouse pointer all over the follow button. Do it.
Nope.
Follow the streams.
All right,
of them.
that's going to do it for
All right,
the July 18th
Thanks.
episode of
Seriously,
Twitch
thanks so
Weekly.
much.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week with Marcus in the studio.
Peace out, guys.